Yeah, Vietnamese are so straightforward. He just said, I can't do it. Now, in agile transformation, which is software product, there's an agile framework for governance also, in which they work in groups, in tribes, right? Like this is a tribe, they work together. You want to solve a problem, they work in a tribe, or you work in a chapter. Chapter is smaller than tribe. It's a governance structure. And that structure, like for example, you have a problem, you say that we need a very good authentication solution. And that chapter will talk to another chapter who are expert in authentication, and they will work together. This is the McKinsey's agile transformation framework, which is really good because they works on sprints. Agile works on sprints, right? So they works on sprint. So similarly, agile governance works on sprints. So they come up with a solution within 2 weeks or 1 week, whatever you're saying. Okay. The roles and responsibility are very important because you don't want anyone else to point finger on each other. Somebody should be accountable for something. Like CTO is responsible for something. CISO, which is information security officer, is responsible for something. Project manager is responsible. So there are specific rules for that. If you don't accept your responsibility, it is not going to work. Similarly, if you go into your assignment, it says the same thing somewhere there, some tricky things over there. So, rest I'll. Before I go, you can read this paper, okay? Now I'm going to talk about, because I know this. So when you're working on implementing the technology, you're working on different facets, right? Not just one. You have to make sure that you scope your environment. And one of the things I did with you is scoping your environment. Like EasyWay has a scope environment now. Tesla guys have scope environment. There's still others to come back to me and give me a scope environment. To have a scope environment, you will exactly know where you want to implement, what technology you're going to use, what you have to implement, what you have to do. If you don't have a scope environment, like you have a generalized environment, then you are going to jump from this place to another place to another place and so on. So it will actually increase your efforts instead of decreasing your efforts. Okay. That's why you need scope of your project, scope of your software, scope of your network, scope of your data analysis, right? Secondly, you need an enterprise architecture for that. Now, enterprise architecture is dependent on your scope. It's not dependent on your company. It's dependent on your scope. For example, your boss comes and says, okay, we don't want to use Microsoft anymore. He's the boss, CEO. He gets rid of Microsoft. He says, okay, put Unix systems. What will happen? Tell me. You all are Windows, right? What will happen? How many people are on Windows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My class is also on Windows. Yeah. What will happen? No, you don't work with Mac right now. You work with Windows. And the boss says, we use Unix system now. What will happen? Suddenly a boss comes in, oh, come on, change this. We need Unix systems. Some consultant told him Unix is really good. And that CEO is really happy to have Unix system. And he has no idea what Unix is all about. So what will happen to you guys?
Majority of the people switch the company.
Yeah. That's the best answer. Okay. Now, you will be threatened. At first instance, you will be threatened. Oh my God, we are going Unix? I have no idea what Unix is, right? You will be straight away threatened. This happened in one of the companies in New Zealand, in Auckland. Australian bought that company. They had 60 servers. How many? 60 servers in Unix. And all of those employees were really good in Unix system because it was very stable. They were running website, they were running different financial things on it. And the boss came, Australian said, no, we shift to not Unix now, we are going on Windows. Half of that company resigned. You are right, boy. You are 100% correct. Half of the company resigned. The head of technology left that company and is a very good friend of mine, and he works in another bank. He's head there. I won't tell you the name, but he was some system expert, Unix system expert. He left that company. With him, majority of people left. There's another company. I won't tell the name. Same thing happened. Australian bought it and they changed their rules for using technology, everything, and they left, right? Like you're using Microsoft, and suddenly somebody comes and tells you, oh, use Java. Java is very good. What will happen? Microsoft people say, okay, we have to learn Java, then we have to go into that, right? So this happens. So you need an enterprise architecture and look for next 10 years, not 5 years, 3 years. Look for next 10 to 20 years. So when you bought this laptop, did you look for the next 5 years or 10 years, or you'll only look for this year? Yeah. You got Microsoft. What do you call this? Surface. You have a gaming machine. Is that Alienware? No, it's HP. HP. You have an Ace. Oh, she's the humblest lady I know. She has no idea, but this is Acer. She has ZBook. I know ZBooks are really good. This one, yoga. It turns upside down. Okay. So it does yoga all the time. So enterprise strategy is all about this thing. You need a architecture for enterprise, how you're going to implement those things. And there you need networking people. Whom you need? Networking, hardware people. Without them, you won't be able to do what your software can do. Okay. When you're implementing the strategy, you come up with the portfolio management. You're already doing that right now. So you will know what are the pros and cons in your company, what are the issues, and how you're going to manage that risk. It's all about managing that risk. And second thing is investment prioritization. Okay. Are you developing any software? Any one of you, any developing? Nothing? You don't need investor? Okay, that's okay. People look for investment, okay? Then when you want to realize your results, right? You want to pass a course, what do you do? If you want to pass a course, how do the lecturers measure you? Exam or Simon, or they just say, oh, you passed. Some exams and Simon. So you have to build the measurement of what you are doing, implementing in the organization. You measure that. For example, you're developing a project uh, like software project, and you have to give the project to the customer in 3 months, right? Within 3 months, you need testing also. So you will measure that when you are going to complete the project, you're going to test it and then final release. Same thing is with networking. You need to see that implementation, design, implement, test, and then you install it on the customer system. Data analyst, same. You have to first check the data, its integrity, remove the noise, test the data, test the results. If the results are quite okay, statistical analysis are okay, then you release the result. Am I right? I have no idea about data analyst. Okay. But I use statistics for my master's thesis, so don't worry, little bit. So this happens. Similarly, when second thing that based on this, you create policies and standards, right? Like you guys are software and one is data analytics. What is the best, what first policy you're going to create for software people within TradeMe, within EasyWay, within Tesla, within first policy? Security. Oh, really? Anyone from Teams? What's policy you're going to create? First policy.
Login credentials.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You guys need to grow up. It's business strategy. Look from top. No. User friendly is not a policy. You need to control the software. You need to control your network. You can give a fluke. I don't mind. Just tell me. I have no idea which policy you're going to create first. But tell me. Maybe. Excellent. Lovely. I love you, Shyam. You're so good. You create the framework first, right? Why you create the framework? Because you have to mold your company into that framework to use those policies which are written in the framework. So which language you're using right now for development? C sharp. Is it sharp? They are thieves, you know, they replicated Java. Okay. Anyone else? Okay. Now the framework guides you exactly what to do. It will control, it will create rules because framework is based on risk assessment. Okay. For example, Microsoft has its framework which controls your software development in C sharp so that any security breach should not happen. It automatically controls that. Similarly, like MVC is a framework, right? Then we have in Java, we have Spring framework, which controls it doesn't allow you to do much if you're trying to override some security features, right? So there's a framework. Similarly, if you are using installing the servers and you use CIS benchmarking, which is a kind of framework, you're installing the server, it will install the server in the best hardened way. Okay. So these are framework with, so you generally get the framework or you create your own framework with the security framework in which your all policies and standards are written already. Okay, this is the best answer. You're good, man. I like it. John, okay. Now, the other thing is modern sourcing. So how many of you are using laptop for your networking or for your software, for your, where is software, um, for data analytics? How many of people are using that? All of you? None of you use cloud? Any sophisticated services? No? Not even networking guys? No, my networking guys should be using cloud. Come on, raise your hand. Hello. They are all sleeping. They just want to record my voice and then later on they want to sleep with it. Maybe they are not getting enough sleep in the night. That's okay. How many of you using ChatGPT? Yeah, that's a question. Uh, Tell me, how many of you using ChatGPT? Nice, David, I got it. Irene, I got it. Shanil, I got it. How many of you you're not using ChatGPT? Using? I'm not your software. I'm not going to mark you, so don't worry. In VS Code, are you using GPT-4? GPT-4? You have VS Code to code, or what do you use for coding? Is Microsoft VS Code? How do you use ChatGPT? Just tell me, don't worry. For programming. Oh, old school. Okay, guys. Um, there's a Microsoft VS Code, right? There's a Chat GPT-4 in it. Okay, when you're programming, ask the damn Chat GPT-4 to help you. Exactly tell you what to solve, how to do it. But beware, Chat GPT often tells you wrong. It will not run. Then it comes your human factor. Okay. But these are now what the people have, what the world have turned GPT because they thought that it's a negative thing. So one of my colleague, she's Valerie. She's in Microsoft. She's head of AI there in the United States. She is working around how to make it more positive for people, and she has been discussing. And you will see her on LinkedIn also. She did PhD with me in the University of Auckland. We were both together. And then a new term is coined, which is called generative AI. That means positive AI, right? You can, because hackers were using AI to create attacks, to generate different things. Now you can create AI to have different models or even the podcasts or the videos, and they're so good. They're getting better day by day. So there will be a lot of misinformation. So in order to remove that misinformation, they are trying to get it as generative AI. Recently, Microsoft have come up with Copilot. Have you seen that? So Copilot helps you. But in Microsoft Studio, if you get that plugin called GPT-4, which is available free of cost, no charges, it will help you in that. The aim of these technologies is to make sure that you are productive for the company. Now, generative AI is not going to do your work, but it is going to improve the quality of your work, right? Whatever you're doing, it will work to improve the quality only. And it does that job. It does that job really because you're not fooling anyone. You are actually using it to be more productive, right? And it's much faster. For example, if you are doing a coding for 10 hours with generative AI, it will reduce the time. Okay. Now, with this generative AI, there are different kinds of architectures available online. For example, in cloud computing, you have platform as a service, you have infrastructure as a service where you can run your own codes, your own machines, you can build up the things. Software as a service, you can build up your software as a service. There are softwares which change your C sharp into Java. Have you tried? I tried that in 2003. This is 2024. Easy peasy. You put the C sharp code, it will change into Java, right? So one of my friend, he is owner of AP Matic, and he did his PhD also from University of Auckland. He created a software during his PhD. It's called AP Matic. What it does, it um, reads your website and it creates the API for it automatically, automated. So he built up the whole company because University of Auckland supported that with investment. So it's a $15 million company, maybe more than that, right? So the technology which you are using now, you have to come out of it, look for different good technologies. They can actually improve your productivity, right? That is called business transformation. That is actually called technology strength. That you need to improve yourself. You have to learn the coding because ChatGPT has one more thing. And data analytics guys, they know it very well because when you're putting the data, there's always a noise. Presume there is a noise in it. Noise means garbage. Any garbage coming in the answers of generated AI is because it's learning system. It learns, it comes back, it revolves, it learns, come back. So if some bad coder like me has put a coding there, what will happen? It will come back to you with a bad coding. Okay. So there are different tools across the world where you can utilize to actually make your work really fast instead of, but don't tell your boss that you are working really fast. Otherwise, it will keep on coming as a workload on you also. So you have to take care of your workload because generative AI doesn't mean that AI is going to do all your job. What it's going to do is it's going to help you out. Like with Copilot, with Excel, it is doing like PowerPoint is much easier. You press the button, you do Excel, uh, and you do Teams, you do emails. Copilot answers for you. The Copilot is very intelligent. Yeah. But problem is, I don't use Copilot. So at home, I have Mac. I know, David, Copilot is built in Windows, and I hate that because I use Mac. Yeah. So I use Mac at home. I'm Mac lover. It's a really good machine. It's good. So that's good. Everything good. But I work in security, so I make sure that I don't use anything which is bad for me. Okay? So did you understand everything which I said today? It will help in your assignment also. Okay? David, you can stop the recording now. I'm done. Okay, guys. Now I'm free. If you want to ask me any questions, you need guidance, anything, I'm happy to help you. Or you can email me anytime. I'm available on emails even on Saturday and Sundays, and I don't see that. Nice. Copilot is good. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it costs $30 per user for business. Oh, nice. Turing. Hey, David, what is Turing? This picture.
Yeah,
Can you?
Turing's a website,
Yeah.
and basically they're sort of the main AI tools that are available at the moment that they recommend.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, that's
there's
good.
so many of them, but these are the ones that they recommend. So they all have different purposes. So
Mhm.
Claude is the same as ChatGPT, but some of them are like built specifically for coding.
Okay,
Like Alpha Code is designed purely for making code,
okay, that's
and
good.
DALI is obviously images.
It's pictures is worse, Mid Journey is better.
Yeah, Midjourney is better, and then you've got Scribe, which is to
Yeah.
help with writing.
Mm.
So this is just like a breakdown of AI tools that all do slightly different things.
Okay. Uh, Off the record, yeah, who is there? Yeah, everybody's there. Nice, good. Let me take your attendance first. I'm going to download attendance list. That's perfect. Okay, I'm done with today's lecture, but I want to tell you one thing. I found a tool in AI that if you use, turn it in, cannot catch. I don't remember the name of the tool, but it's something called Descript or something like that. Turn it in, or even Google cannot judge that it is AI generated. It's really good. So I'm testing that these days. I want to catch the students. It makes work easier. No, it's very good.
I did a paper my first year, and they detected my name.
Oh,
So
yes,
Which one?
yeah, it was like a big point from you on the matter of different intelligence.
No, which software you use?
That's on it.
Oh, it detects.
Yeah,
Oh, I know how to deceive it. Don't worry. I work in security.
I put a dot. I
Okay. The best way to avoid plagiarism is very simple. Just rephrase it. That's it. Or if you wanted to do something, rephrase and give the reference. It will save you. Rephrase, give the reference.
I really like it's good. Very nice. Oh.
Yeah.
In which part do we introduce um new technology? Like, because we've done 1 and 2, and we introduce about exhibits, right? Yeah. And we at the moment we're like following. And then you also mentioned risk assessment.
Or
So this is about new technology.
yeah. You can
Yeah.
explain about the company first,
Yeah.
and then you describe your scope of
Yeah.
software.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Based on this, because company already have these things, hardware, software.
Yeah. What's exactly scope of software? Like, can you give me?
Yeah. I give you example.
Oh yeah.
Bring the chair.
Oh yeah.
Don't sit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your software?
AI. So AI chatbot, diagnostic AI chatbot. So for example, like people ask, what with my cats, like I don't know, limpid, like my cat's got bit by snakes.
Yeah.
Because we have to be extreme because they have lots of beauty already because it's software company. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, so so it's functionality.
Put the
Okay.
functions,
Yeah.
introduce it.
Yeah.
You can, in introduction, you can say that there are different types of products that Easy Way uses.
Yeah.
And one of the products is, which is a new product, which you are introducing is this one,
Yeah.
right? And it will be helpful for that organization.
Mm.
based on business strategy, and then you tell what functions it's going to do. That's the scope.
Mhm.
Based on those functions, it will be using some kind of a hardware, some kind of software. And what is the front IT organization structure?
What is that? What is it the for? Because we already.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about this.
Oh, okay.
This is much better. Then you give a summary. Then you give your analysis based on the company. What is their good points based on your software?
So this is based on our software.
Yeah, because you are the company.
Okay.
Okay, you are actually the company.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
same as ICT strategy,
Mm-hmm.
and then you give a detail on it. Okay, propose ICT. And then here you come up with the ICT organization structure, because here you put some structure here.
Mm-hmm.
Based on this, you will change the structure and build over here.
Is
Your
it because there's new AI now? So that's new.
new AI.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. So we already wrote the easy version. So we also have to write down this version.
that's okay.
Yeah. The new product.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's for hardware, software, and the functionality. Okay. Yeah. And then
Oh, got it. Understood.
and then this is based on you.
If I put you for this company, it will increase your work. With the scoping of your company, which you are making a product, it will reduce your scope. Okay, it will actually help you. But otherwise, I've seen in the past, students have come to me with this, where somebody else is teaching to come to me how to solve that, and I used to tell them, okay, you raise the scope of your work, and they have no idea. So now you have the scope of your work, which is your software.
Yeah.
You design that software. That's just design, nothing more than that.
Yeah.
And then you build everything on top of that.
Okay. Okay.
Easy. Keep asking me. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. First, design it. AI bot.
Yeah.
Design AI bot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Any questions from this lovely class over there in Teams?
Yeah. Posting the security.
Yeah, hackers can't see me now. Nice.
Yes.
Okay, guys, wish you all the best. I'm done. If you have any questions, just ask me now. I'm waiting regarding your assignment. Okay, good. David, Spark uses agile transformation. Okay, they use agile framework by McKinsey. You are with them. Your group is ran away.
Yeah.
Who's going home now? Who is that?
A guy with, I would see.
Oh, you're not doing any work. They left.
They did what it called on the veterans.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's at least singing. Yeah, it's fine. But right now, if I do it, I'm gonna have to reinstall all the software that
You didn't see.
That's awesome.
Okay. So maybe after in the.
let me just reinstall the
Something wrong with me. Yeah. But this would.
Is it easy?
Yeah.
Because you did.
Not just using this.
It's.
And then making sure that I found that Visual Studios have a weird configuration policy. Like, so it's, yeah, because now, that's why this.
Oh, but recently.
Oh, yeah, I played that. We're going right to like next door. So it's not the way. Yeah, playing that. It's like if we use the
Making a virtual machine that runs that.
or the hardware like
Already. Yeah.
So.
I also have a Mac.
So when it comes to hardware.
no, the word has.
It's the checks and users now. But you'll have to
It is installed with this.
train.
Yeah, I was playing.
I mean,
Oh, you don't need to buy. They should.
we're using them to successfully make the check. Yeah.
Also the
Yeah, we can think of,
With
like, yeah, the functionality is in, introducing STEM concepts to the history. Yeah, yeah.
Very nice.
Mm.
Yeah. I've seen that. We should all. You're welcome.
Yeah. And, but, so what do we do, responses in.
Well, teach.
Oh, okay.
I'm teaching.
Okay, thank
You
you.
can't do it.
Thank
Do you know how to do it? Then don't do it.
Okay, thank you.
Don't do anything if you're not good at it.
Okay,
Okay?
yeah.
What you're going to do is you. It's the building of product, not to the data. But I think with this SWOT and also the other things, once you've done this, you don't require risk assessment much. It will give you exactly what you're looking for.
Okay, absolutely.
Go through the modules. Modules have some videos.
Oh,